Rusev Day. Rusev Day. Rusev Day. Yes! We were there. We made it. We finally are at Rusev Day.
Well, every day is Rusev Day, so it's not really a long wait.
Shut up, Saxton. We're here. We made it.
No.
Welcome to the Squared Circle, everybody, on this beautiful Rusev Day. My name is Jordan. I'm here with Justin Greenberg, Dominic Arbolino. We're going over Rusev Day, Rusev Mania.
Is that where we're starting?
Rusev in the bank.
I mean, SmackDown Live was pretty good, but I feel like we always start with Raw, so I think we should go with routine.
You want to talk about Big Cass getting released?
Yeah, we got to talk about the big news.
Oh, yeah, real big news.
Yeah.
Can't wait to go to have him
really
go to Impact.
big.
And
Vader's dead.
Go to,
we got to talk about Vader.
Yeah, Vader, Big Van Vader died.
Oh, yeah, that's right, too.
Yeah. Now you feel like a jerk, don't you?
I will talk about Vader later on. Let's talk about some happy news. Big Cass got released from the WWE. So I think,
He didn't even get the we wish you well on your future endeavors.
Yeah, because, he's had his backstage problems, so he wasn't very well liked.
The recent rumor is that he got into a verbal altercation with Carmella.
Oh, because they used to go out.
Yeah,
really.
Apparently, they're saying that the two of them got into a little bit of a kerfuffle, and now
I know he had some drinking problems also, supposedly.
Oh, great!
On late nights, yeah. And obviously, that wasn't really.
He's got a lot going for him.
I heard he also got into a shouting match with Sami Zayn regarding Donald Trump and politics.
Also, speaking of Sami Zayn as well, he tore both of his
both rotator cuffs.
Yeah, both.
What?
Yeah,
you
didn't know this?
Both.
No.
He'll be out of commission until 2019.
Yep.
Wow, that stinks.
Yep.
So that's pretty unfortunate, but hopefully maybe we'll get him back for WrestleMania.
He was wrestling through 2 torn rotator cuffs.
Yeah, that's what wrestlers like,
That's ridiculous.
Sami Zayn does, yeah.
That's insane.
That stinks. That's really unfortunate. Hopefully he comes back with a vengeance.
I don't think we see him for a year and a half. It'll be a year and a half before he comes back.
I don't know the extent of a torn rotator cuff. I'm not a doctor. I just play one on TV. I don't know, what this entails. Hopefully he can...
Didn't you hurt your rotator cuff?
No. That was I broke my collarbone.
Oh, collarbone, okay.
Yeah. I see, here's the thing, though. When I look at the feud that Sami Zayn just had, right, with Bobby Lashley, I feel like Bobby Lashley would not be able to fight with the rotator cuffs.
Of course not, because he's a...
But, he is...
Sami Zayn, who is a better wrestler, can.
Yeah, you got to learn to fight through, the pain. You hear all these stories about wrestlers, wrestling with concussions and just, horrible injuries. But the reason why they continue to wrestle is because they don't want to lose their spot. That's for one thing, and they want to get paid.
Especially how Sami Zayn's career is going right now. When you look at it, he's not really getting booked the best. So you definitely just want to have anything you have right now. I feel like
now's the time. Hopefully he could make it to WrestleMania next year.
Yeah, especially that's in New York. I'd love to see Sami Zayn.
Of course. So, if he doesn't come for WrestleMania season, because, you have to build up a feud. He can't just appear at Mania. Maybe he'll, have his time to shine at the Raw or SmackDown.
But then
after.
again, you also have, I feel like the feuds kind of, start up around 2019 because you have the Rumble first.
Yeah, it's kind of where everything starts.
So maybe if he's healthy enough, he can come back then.
Listen,
I don't want to push it though.
Yeah, I don't want to push Sami Zayn either. Yeah,
Sami Zayn is a quality talent. You want him to come back at full.
To me, he's top 5 guy on the main roster, right? If not top 5, definitely top 10.
He's definitely top 10. Maybe he's number 6.
Yeah, he's definitely up there. We should have a rate. You know, they did but not power rankings because the guys that we tend to like really are kind of jobbers at times. So maybe just your favorites. We could do a top 5 favorite. That would be something we could do later.
Or how about we do our fantasy push list, guys who we feel should be top 5 guys that should be pushed and given good runs, and then we can do 5 guys that we can make into jobbers,
Well, yeah, I think
number 1 on jobber list being Roman Reigns, and number 1 on the push list
can't make him a jobber.
Rusev.
All right, we understand that everybody doesn't like Roman Reigns, but he is a good wrestler, and if you literally just we say it every week, turn him heel, he'll be so good.
Yeah.
In NXT, you watch his old stuff when he was a heel. He was it was nothing. It was perfect for him.
I'm the dog. I'm the big dog.
All right, let him do that as a heel, and then it'll just be
I spear people through paper walls. Into Mahal.
I'm sorry, but I still
I'm coming for you.
I feel like that was the best build-up to any other feud on the card, other than Shinsuke and AJ. I got to be honest. I like the build up of that.
Let's go over
It's
SmackDown.
style.
Let's go over
SmackDown over Raw.
You want to do SmackDown first?
All right,
Let's do SmackDown first. It was
you guys
a
had to
show.
do it. I did not get a chance to see it. I work Tuesdays.
Yeah, so do I. I watch afterwards. There's no excuses.
All right, so
I watched it live for once.
All right, so why don't you guys take over for Tuesday night SmackDown?
All right.
What happened? What was the big takeaway?
I got this.
Go ahead.
Becky Lynch and Billie Kay. I don't think they're pushed. I don't understand what they're doing with Becky Lynch. I think it's ridiculous.
I'm not.
Billie Kay, is the lesser half of the iconic duo. Peyton Royce is.
Excuse
is
me,
the lady.
it's the Iconics now.
Oh, I'm
There's
sorry.
no more duo.
The Iconics
with two eyes. But I think this is obviously just strictly to get Becky Lynch a win. I think hopefully they noticed, obviously all the chants for Money in the Bank. Obviously we talked about that last week as well. But I think hopefully we can get just a push coming from Becky Lynch soon. I think this is this is kind of. There's really there's no purpose to this. This is just so Becky can get a win, and then obviously the Iconics are kind of nothing more than jobbers right now.
Right.
I would like to see a belt on Peyton Royce eventually. And
I will say that the Iconics are like the best part of the SmackDown Women's division right now.
They're doing great.
Every time they come out in the ring, they do spot-on impersonations.
All right, all right, Corey.
They are
you sound like Corey right now.
It's true. They are right on.
All right, they don't do spot on, but it's funny.
Close your eyes and you think
their
it's them.
promos are doing they're working really well. And obviously, people don't like them because their voices are annoying. Well, it's not their problem. They came from they're from Australia. It's just their accents, people.
Oh, Australian people.
Okay,
Ugh.
but they're doing very well.
Prisoners from England. They're
doing very
well.
well.
It is. They're English rejects. The next thing we had going on, we had Shinsuke, who I think wrestled like a jobber or something like that. I think he did something in the ring, and then Jeff Hardy was.
I'm not sure if he did, to be honest.
I don't exactly.
Yeah, I'm not reading that in the thing, but it looks like they're going to set up a feud: Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jeff Hardy, which is interesting.
Hold on.
Hold on. You say set up a feud. This Tuesday is the championship match.
Yeah, and even bigger than that is.
But that's going to be a feud that would lead to.
It will lead to one. But I'm saying you probably weren't expecting that.
But hold on. But you're missing the whole biggest takeout from this whole thing. Is that it's not just Jeff Hardy.
I know,
normal Jeff Hardy. He was decked out in face paint.
Is he Willow?
Yeah, he was being almost like Willow. He was definitely being like his broken persona, which would be now Woken, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
So now we have the Woken brand continuing to expand even more, even though it's not exactly with Matt, but
But still, I'm glad with it because obviously, it was working well on TNA/Impact, whatever you want to call it now.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. But, I'm still glad that Jeff Hardy's getting a singles run. I'm glad that, this is going to hopefully be a good feud. But the only thing is, though, is that I can't see Nakamura losing again. Because if that happens,
he needs this.
He needs this.
As ridiculous as it sounds, you turn the guy heel. Since he's been brought up to the roster, he lost his feud to Jinder Mahal. That's kind of his first big feud that he had. He won the Royal Rumble. But he's one of those guys that won the Royal Rumble, then lost his match at Mania, which is never a good sign. And he lost his feud with AJ Styles. He needs this feud. I don't know if he'll win it on SmackDown. I'm sure this is going to extend for a month or two.
And especially you look at Jeff Hardy, the way he's been booked as well. I mean, he loses every singles match he had that hasn't been for the title, and then every title match he's won. So it's really not making sense right now because they kind of both need to win.
Yeah.
But I would say Shinsuke more because obviously Jeff Harvey. That's how this guy. There was this announcer, Mike Adamle.
This guy, Mike Adamle, who was a football player back in the day, and then he was an announcer for American Gladiators, which was like a game show.
Great show.
And it was amazing. But
there were wrestlers on this show.
I don't know any wrestlers that were on it, but they were jacked up steroid guys. But they decided to announce that Mike Adamle would be working for the WWE in maybe 2008, 2009, and his first introduction was at the Royal Rumble. I want to say in 2009, and he says, "Coming up tonight, Randy Orton takes on Jeff Harvey for the WWE Championship."
All right, leave me alone.
Then
you're comparing me to this.
No, but then the whole thing, literally every week he would mess something up.
We wonder why we go over time all the
No, I'm telling you, go and watch Mike Adamle clips. It is some of the funniest stuff you'll ever
Sounds
see.
like Booker T.
But he has Alzheimer's now because he had dementia from getting hit in the head from football all the time.
Are you trying to say something about my future?
I got an MRI done.
Speaking of dementia and getting hit in the head and all that crazy stuff, Sanity did like a weird debut-ish thing.
How'd that go?
To the Usos. They just ran in. I liked the end of it because what they were doing was like the Usos, like they were going to have a match and then the Usos attacked Sanity. And then Sanity, like what they would do is like Alexander Wolf would like hold up like Jimmy's like head and be like, watch this. And like Killian Dane would like Rikishi, like, yo, Jay. And then they would hold up Jay and be like, watch this. And they'd beat the hell out of Jimmy. Like it was kind of cool. Like one of those crazy like things.
Well, didn't the Usos had a promo beforehand? Didn't Sanity just attack them? Or
No, they were about to have a match. So the Usos cut a promo, and they're like, we're in the Uso penitentiary.
Yeah.
And then Sanity came out, and Sanity was doing their thing where they're like crazy running around the ring, and one of them got a little close to the Usos, and he just like hit the guy.
Okay.
So the match never started.
Well,
Who's the babyface in this thing?
The Usos, 100%. The Usos
I can't even tell because this was so weak.
They've never like officially like turned
Sanity
babyface.
has been doing this on live promos now too, because there was actually a video that would the WWE posted to their Instagram, and it was like Sin Cara getting attacked by Sanity like after a match or whatever. So
yeah,
I
but
think
my
Sanity
thing is like, unless you see it on TV, you can't believe it.
Well,
just because the live shows, they're live shows. They'll do whatever they want.
I think Sanity is going to be a heel tag team. Personally, I think that's their best fit.
I mean, it sounds like it, just attacking someone.
Exactly, and I think this will lead to like a little mini feud that's going to go through SmackDown Live as Sanity's first feud that will have them winning it, which is another reason why, again, why haven't the Usos gone to Raw? Doesn't make sense. They did everything they can on SmackDown.
How about this? You have, in my
and also
opinion,
no Nikki Cross, by the way. We thought she was going to get called up with that, which
infuriated me. But
I'm
my
kind of
thing
aggravated
is,
too. Yeah.
You know what my big thing is right now with SmackDown is that they have a stacked tag team division. They do.
They do.
Think
They
about
really
it.
do.
They have the Usos. Now you have Sanity. Where the hell is the Bar?
Yeah, where have they been?
The Bar is on SmackDown.
I know Sheamus has been fighting injuries for quite some time. He's actually a spinal stenosis, which is no joke.
No, right.
So I don't, that's the part of the reason why he's in a tag team, because he doesn't have to, wrestle 30 minutes
But my
straight.
thing is, like, those guys are one of the best tag teams.
They're awesome. They're my favorite because they're just old school, man.
And the best part is every promo you guys have, teeth pushed in or not, they're awesome.
Yeah.
They're solid everywhere. And they put themselves completely on the line. And the cool thing is that they're not afraid to interact with fans, which is a lot of tag teams don't do that anymore. A lot of wrestlers don't do that anymore. Besides like Kevin Owens or
Chris Jericho's great at it.
Chris Jericho, well, yeah, but look where he is. He is the Intercontinental Champion, in Japan, which is insane.
Well, when I look at SmackDown Live, they definitely have a good thing going with their tag teams. I mean, it's aggravating that you can't see all of them on the show because obviously it is a 2-hour show, but that's a good thing.
Just
you
wait
don't want it to
until
be pushed
a year
to
from
3
now.
hours.
Just wait for a year. It'll be on Fridays for 3 hours.
Yeah, I know. That's going to end.
I don't know if it'll be 3 hours.
No,
Nope,
it is.
it is.
It is.
Is it going to be on Fox 5? We don't know where it's going to air.
It's going to be
though.
on Fox 5.
Fox 5.
3
Channel
hours.
5, 3
Friday
hours.
night.
I don't know if that's confirmed.
No, it is.
I believe it is confirmed.
Fox
Yeah,
3 hours on Fox 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
That would mean it would have to start at 7 p.m.
Probably.
I don't know if they can
Why would it
legally
start
do that because Fox has the news at 10 o'clock. They're the one station that does it, and I don't know if they can legally start a show at 7 if they have contractual, things that they play syndicated television at 7. I don't know if they could change that, but from now on, Fox always starts their new shows at 8 o'clock, and from 7 to 8 is like The Office or whatever show they're showing.
Well, you know what? They could have, that could be why it's a year from now when that's going to start. Maybe the contracts end between then and now.
I'm sure they'll work something out. I'm pretty sure it's going to be 3 hours.
It's going to be a lot of money for them, so they'll do it. And then after that, I'm just going to skip this one basically because it was basically Money in the Bank again.
Well, Bludgeon Brothers.
I don't want to skip it because it was a good match.
It was an okay match, but it was stupid. Why did they do a rematch?
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. There was really no reason for it, but I will say it was a good match. I think I'm going to be honest. I think the reason why they threw it in there is because obviously, again, for the second straight week, we did not get Andrade Cien Almas against Sin Cara.
Which is annoying.
Well, that's because Sin Cara is fighting
hurt, right?
injuries. Yeah, so
I don't believe it. I think it's a work.
It could be, and honestly could be to get more tension between Andrade and Sin Cara. Like Andrade just really wants to beat this guy down. I'm hoping, I have a theory that they're going to do some stupid thing and they're going to have Sin Cara win on SmackDown.
Well, all I'm going to say is at least Andrade isn't being totally wasted yet.
That is
he just
very
isn't
true.
even on TV.
That is very true. But so I think this was like a throw-in for that because they knew what they would put on like a good like. Well, actually, I don't know.
This match had there was no reason for this match except for this match after
This
it.
match had to be on the card, and I know why. Because obviously after this, it went right to the gauntlet match, which was the main event, and Daniel Bryan came out. He started it off first.
That
and
was
remember,
the only reason they had this match.
Yeah, no,
that was it.
Honestly, yeah. And then the Bludgeon
Which is
Brothers
stupid.
stared down Daniel Bryan as he was walking in, and
Which
Daniel
was kinda
Bryan
cringy.
was
I
kind of
didn't like
like,
it.
"What's going on? Like, why am I getting stared at by these two big guys
Which
that are
is
the
dumb.
tag
You're going to
team?"
walk through two big guys, and then